All right, down here. It's Sunday afternoon here, and down here working on the Onan generator. Probably be the last time we got fair coming up this week, so we'll be going to the county fair. I don't know, just trying to figure out some of this wiring I got here. Uh, according according to the owner's manual, this box here is for the preheat system to start. These two cables here went to the battery. These two cables go to the glow plugs, the blue ones. The rest of this stuff is control wiring, and I'm not sure what the transformer's for. The transformer's in there, because the only other thing I could think of, well, no, it requires a battery. It says right here, batteries must not be disconnected while the plant is in operation. So I don't know if they use 12 volt to excite the generator or not. Been trying to find some information on the wiring. I've got an owner's manual for the motor. Yeah, an operator's manual for the motor and a parts manual, but I can't find anything on this aftermarket wiring and what the generator's got. This conduit here is just 3 wires here, and I think that's the 220 wiring. This cable here I think is 110 wiring, comes into this box, got all these wire bugs on it. And I think that's alright, but I think I've got all these wires that were cut, and I think it had a remote start, and I think that's why all them wires come into that box. I don't need a remote start. I just want to be able to hit the switch and fire this thing up. In fact, it'll probably be mounted on a trailer. It'll have a 220 outlet on it, and I got a manual transfer switch out front that I can run the whole farm. I don't have enough power, but I'll be able to start the generator and feed all the electrical panels, and then I'll have to go through the panels and turn off what I absolutely need to, because I don't have enough power to run the stove and the furnace and the water heater and the well pump and stuff like that all at once. So this will just be enough to get by in case of emergency. It is only 6,000 watts, so I'm just trying to figure out what all goes here without any kind of information. This box here sits on top of there, and it's they call that the voltage regulator. So that's all self-contained. These 3 wires that come over here, I think this is a part of they come out of that box, and I think that's part of the remote start. I did break this I broke this wire off here, and I went to take screw out, and the dang terminal broke off the switch, but that's the preheat switch. So I may put another preheat system on this thing, do away with this box, because all they're doing in there is a motor starter and I still don't know what the transformer's for, but it's just a motor starter. I could do the same thing with a start solenoid, like on my my diesel pickups. So anyhow, that's what I'm working on today. I did clean the valves up, and them valves look like brand new, every one of them. There's no edge there you can catch your thumb on, a fingernail on, nothing. Them valves look really nice. That's what they looked like before. I got to clean that one up. The head cleaned up pretty good. I'll have to clean it again, but I'm waiting in gaskets. The Onan dealer generator place I went to, I don't know, they claimed it was old and obsolete and everything else. So I got to find some place to find parts, because they are available. They're all over the place online. So the other thing is, I got we bought out a store at the shop, and they had this thing along with a bunch of hydraulic fittings, and since nobody knew what it was, I acquired it. The diesel injector tester, and I hooked both the injectors up, and now it doesn't squeal. But there it is. It's got a decent pattern for as screwed up as they are. And it's going off at about 2100. But we thought they should be higher than that, but according to the manual, they should be 1900 pounds, 19 to 1950, which I'm kind of imagine is low because of the IDI. Does seem to atomize well, and it doesn't dribble. So anyhow, we tested the injectors. They both seem to work. I was hoping to get valve seals and things like that, put this back together, but if I can't, I'll make gaskets and put it back together. That's no problem. This is the head off the Alice Chalmers. I got it ready to, I think I'm gonna put guides in it and maybe grind the valves, because I have a valve grinding box around here someplace too. Somebody can give me, because they didn't know what it was. So anyhow, that's where we're at with the Onan. The injectors seem to work all right. I still haven't got the plungers freed up. I was hoping to get some filters for it and see if I can pump some oil through it and see if I can get the plungers to work. But I haven't got a fuel filter or oil filter for that matter. So that's still just kind of sitting there. I put some new bolts in this plate here because it was flopping around. We took the bolts out to get it opened up, but yeah, I'm just trying to neaten things up and clean things up a little bit here. I hope the generator works, because I'll probably get the engine running, and then the hard part's to make sure the generator works. And it might be fine, but all these wires in here look a little brittle. So, and the contacts are crappy. I don't know. I hope it works. That's all I got to say, is I hope it works. The starter works. And we'll go from there. So anyhow, that's what I'm working on today, and another update on the Onan generator. So yeah, thanks for watching. Alright, I've been cleaning up here a little bit. Same day, I've been moving some things around, and I did figure, I think, one thing out. This box, this SO cord, of course one wire's tied off, but the other wires come in here, and you see them, they go to this terminal, and then they go down to here. I think what this was, these blue wires went to the battery. They come in here, we got a wire here, and this one goes down to here, and then it goes to there. I think they were using 12 volt through the transformer, and this plug was plugged in here, and they were plugging this deal in up here to the outlet, and they were running the oil pan heater through with 12 volt through this transformer. Yeah, that's kind of a neat idea, but I don't know how long the batteries would last at that. And, so I just disconnected everything. I could put it all back on, whether any of these contactors are any good. This contactor was for the glow plugs. Like I said before, I can hook them up with a starter solenoid on a switch. I don't need all this. I'm trying to simplify it, because when you start having problems, that's when you need for things to be simple, because you just have less problems with them. So anyhow, I wanted to update on that, because yeah, this oil pan heater will be alright. And of course you won't have power to keep it warm when the power goes out, but I have a gas generator I could plug that into, or if the weather gets nasty, I plug it in. When the power goes out, I come down and start the thing. So anyhow, that's I'm just going to take this box off there, because I can do it a whole lot simpler. So okay, thanks for watching.